Hey! Yo, hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Wonder Woman Contagion. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, Wonder Woman Contagion is the continuation of Gail Simone's work on Wonder Woman. In addition to that, this is supposed to pick up a lot of the loose ends that are left over with War Killer. Specifically stuff like what Achilles is doing, or Wonder Woman's displacement with her people and her gods, or what's happening with Ares' children. Stuff along that line. Whether or not this pulls this off, you'll just have to see. This is also broken up into two stories. The first story starts off with Wonder Woman beating the shit out of the Snake God. Like, literally beating the shit out of him. And it's because he's going around and he's eating up people. Which apparently is uncharacteristic for Snake Gods. Really? I figured Snake Gods would actually want to eat people up. But, anyways. So the Snake God flies up into heaven, never to be seen again. And I'm wondering what religion he's from, but anyways, again, it doesn't really much matter. He serves his purpose, and his purpose is to set up that everyone's acting differently in the city. Some people are burning down buildings, some people are shooting themselves in the head, some people are just whacking off in the street. It's just ridiculous behavior done by these people. And you find out that a group of children are causing this odd behavior. These group of children, of course, are Ares' kids. While this is all going down, Wonder Woman goes meet Etta Candy and Stephen Trevor, who Etta is still recovering from her ordeal with Genesis. And in addition to that, Power Girl shows up, and she gets manipulated by these young children. So, it really comes down to this. It's Power Girl and these children of Ares versus Wonder Woman in a big fight and struggle for basically control of the insanity that is going on in this city. Whether or not Wonder Woman will succeed, well, you're just going to have to see. But Wonder Woman versus Power Girl is one big, huge showdown. The second story starts off right exactly where the first story left off. And that is the aftermath of the conflict with Power Girl and the miniature Ares spawn Osprey thingamajiggies. A big alien invasion comes, and this alien invasion are basically a group of female warriors, and this group of female warriors comes to a planet, takes whatever technology they need, destroy the planet, and take 100 of the best female warriors with them, and goes off into space their merry way and continue the process. Of course, Wonder Woman can't allow this to happen, so she goes to beat the shit out of them. What's interesting about this female warrior race is the fact that they've been able to drain Green Lantern power and use it for their weaponry, which I might say is actually pretty cool of an idea. Never have I known the Green Lantern's energy to be able to be drained that easily, but it has been done. They use snakes. Yeah, snakes to do this. But anyways, Wonder Woman goes up to fight this alien invasion, and well, it's just catastrophic in the area. It's just causing so much destruction to the city, which makes me wonder, it's almost like Power Rangers, which every week the city gets destroyed and get rebuilt. Because it seems just recently that we're dealing with genocide, and then before that we're dealing with Amazon attack, and then before that we're dealing with the Infinite Crisis. Okay, you get the point. The cities get blown up a lot. Anyways, this warrior race is apparently led by the sister of Hippolyta. Yes, Hippolyta apparently has another sister that we never knew about until now. But anyways, Wonder Woman goes up to the ship and she fights the sister of Hippolyta's daughter. And basically it's the alien equivalent to Wonder Woman. And they have a big knockout fight. If Wonder Woman wins, the aliens leave. If Wonder Woman loses, well, she dies and the aliens continue their plundering of Earth. Which, just to show how stupid aliens are, because if Wonder Woman won, I was the aliens, and I was as evil as them, I'd probably still try to plunder the Earth. But then again, not everyone can be evil, the way I see it. Anyways, moving on to the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. The art is really good in this. It's the same art we've been getting with Gail Simone in her works, and the same artist, but we also have another artist that jumps in here too, that does a very good job with Wonder Woman. I also like the fact that they dealt with Stephen Trevor more so than they have been recently, and Etta Candy, but more so Stephen Trevor, because Stephen Trevor, back in the Silver and Golden Age, was a love interest for Wonder Woman, and since the reboot with George Perez, he hasn't been used that much. Despite the fact that he's not a love interest for Wonder Woman, I still think he's a character that should be showcased more often than others, because he's an essential part for Wonder Woman. Despite all that, he's in the book, and I love it. And he actually does stuff. He doesn't just sit there on his ass and does nothing. He goes up there and he fights, along with Achilles, who rides an elephant into battle. Anyways, the action is pretty good in this. There's good fight scenes, and it'll keep you entertained. In addition to that, the stories are kind of original, and they're kind of fun. I mean, what other comic out there has Achilles riding on a giant elephant with 2 trunks, and he's using magical powers to take out an alien invasion? That's interesting. Rebooting Wonder Woman so she wears a leather jacket, not so much. But anyway, that's another good about it. It's just that it's so ridiculous that it's fun, it's amazing, and it grasps your attention. You're interested to see what else happens. The throwdown between Wonder Woman and Power Girl is also a cool thing. It's something that I enjoyed watching. Downsides to this. Well, it feels like everything was just thrown together for the plot. For example, Hippolyta having another sister that just happens to go up into space sounds a little contrived to me. Oh no. It just seems as though the plots fit together well, but too well, and it doesn't feel natural. It just kind of feels like it happens. In addition to that, what goes down with Ares' children, it doesn't last long. It only lasts for 2 issues, and I felt as though it was kind of like the ball was dropped. When these children were introduced, I was like, yes, this is going to be an interesting plot point. This is going to be like the downfall of Wonder Woman, someone that she's really going to have to go up against, but yeah, it kind of just ends. To be fair, though, it's not like Wonder Woman can beat up on children and still be liked as a superhero, but I still wish they would have done more with Ares' children. That's another bad. The next bad is the pacing of the book is a little meh. Gail Simone is a great writer, no doubt about that. However, her pacing of books sometimes can be bumpy at best. The best comparison I can do is this. Compare Gail Simone to Grant Morrison in that they both do these big tales for superheroes. Specifically, recently, Gail Simone with Wonder Woman and Grant Morrison with Batman. However, I consider them the bizarro world version of each other. See, Grant Morrison can execute these stories very well, can really tell the plot well, but his characterizations and his dialogue can be choppy, whereas Gail Simone's characterization and dialogue are spot on, but her pacing of the epic stories tend to be a little choppy. See, the thing is, it just feels as though Gail Simone stops to take a breather every once in a while. We have these epic fight scenes and these throwdowns and everything, and then Wonder Woman goes off and she has a little team up with Black Canary or Power Girl or something, and then she gets back on and goes into this epic battle. It kind of feels like Wonder Woman's fighting Darkseid, and then in between the fight she goes, "Hey, whoa, Darkseid, time out. I'm going to play some Nintendo Wii, okay? Is that cool?" "Cool. Nice. Okay. Cool. Back to fighting." It just feels unnatural, and it feels as though the pacing's not working out that well. But that's the only problem I have with Gail Simone. Other than that, she's a fantastic writer that does a very good job with Wonder Woman. So that makes me jump into whether or not you should get it. On the whole, I would say no. For one thing, Contagion, wasn't that a Batman title? I think so. You don't see us seeing Green Lantern and Man of Steel, do you? No. Anyways, Contagion isn't necessary. The stories don't feel as though they make any difference in the bigger picture. I could be wrong, but it really doesn't feel as though it makes any difference in the bigger picture. The Ares story with the kids are dropped, and the alien invasion just seems mediocre at best. It's not like this is a bad book. Gail Simone, again, does a great job writing the characters and writing the dialogue. It's just stories themselves that aren't really impressive. If you do buy this, it's not a big dive. It's only $14.99. That's not bad. And Wonder Woman fans, I'm sure, are going to pick it up. But if you're really frugal and you don't want to spend money on stuff that you really don't need, then Contagion is something that you could probably avoid. I'm not sure if it will make a difference in the bigger picture, but as of now, it doesn't seem like it will. So Wonder Woman Contagion. You probably don't need to get it, so I recommend avoiding it. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.